The family of a pregnant mother killed in her parents' driveway says they're relieved that police have made an arrest now. They say that while the suspect was on the run, he was posting on social media and even responding to their posts. Channel 2's Tom Jones live at DeKalb County, where the family says this isn't the first time they've lost a loved one to gun violence.
And Justin, Raisha Hurd was killed right here in her parents' driveway. The family says a year ago they lost another family member to gun violence. They say Raisha helped them deal with that death, and now she's gone. The Hurd family is crushed after a gunman shot 31-year-old Raisha Hurd 7 times in her parents' driveway, killing the pregnant mother of 2. Police have charged Justin Lewis, a rapper who goes by the name Mad Music Cali, with her murder. Raisha's family says she had broken off their relationship because he was abusive.
This is a person who has mistreated her for years.
The family says Raisha was shot in front of her 9-year-old son. They are relieved Lewis is in custody.
I'm just happy that Justin is captured because we don't want anybody else to experience this. No other family.
The family says this isn't their first brush with gun violence.
We just buried my brother last year for gun violence.
Raisha was the glue that held everyone together.
That was my rock. She was really helping me heal.
Now she is gone. The family couldn't believe it when they saw Lewis on social media after the shooting, like nothing had happened.
I actually posted that he was wanted and that we were going to find him, and he liked it. He liked the status.
They are now urging people to recognize signs of trouble early in relationships and get out before you become too attached.
Don't fall in love to find out that, your hands are not for hitting, they're for hugging.
The family says they're on a mission.
We're going to definitely seek justice for Raisha.
The Hurd say Lewis was the father of Raisha's unborn child. He is now in the DeKalb County Jail facing a malice murder charge.
What drives a person to commit the unthinkable against someone they once loved? This is not just a question for the ages, but a haunting reality that has unfolded in a quiet neighborhood of DeKalb County, Georgia. A shocking crime has left an entire community reeling, a family searching for answers, and a young life tragically cut short. Raisha Hurd was more than just a victim. She was a loving mother, a cherished daughter, and a beloved friend. Her story is one of promise and potential, brutally halted by the hands of someone she once shared her life with, her boyfriend, and father of her child, Justin Renee Lewis. How could a relationship filled with shared dreams and hopes descend into such a dark and violent chapter? In this video, we delve deep into the chilling details of Raisha's murder, a case that has gripped the nation and sparked widespread outrage. We will unravel the complex web of emotions, circumstances, and psychological elements that led to this devastating act. This exploration is not just about recounting the events as they unfolded on that fateful day, but about understanding the underlying issues that contributed to such a tragic outcome. Join us as we explore the timeline of events, from the early signs of trouble in Raisha and Justin's relationship to the shocking day of the crime. We will examine the psychological factors that might drive someone to commit such a heinous act, looking into past behaviors and warning signs that were overlooked or dismissed. This is more than just a story of love turned deadly. It is a call to action, a plea for awareness, and a tribute to the life of Raisha Hurd, whose story continues to resonate with so many. Stay with us as we uncover the layers of this tragic tale, seeking understanding and striving for justice. If you're intrigued by this case and want to dive deeper into stories like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. It helps you stay updated whenever we release a new true crime tale. And if you're already subscribed, give this video a thumbs up to let us know you want more chilling mysteries like this. Your support helps us continue bringing you the stories that need to be told. DeKalb County, Georgia, is a place that many would describe as serene and suburban, filled with tree-lined streets and close-knit communities. Yet, beneath this calm exterior, there exists a tapestry of personal stories, each woven with its own set of challenges and pressures. It's a place where the hustle of Atlanta meets the tranquility of small-town life, creating a unique blend of urban and rural influences. In such communities, societal expectations can weigh heavily on individuals, especially young couples trying to navigate the complexities of modern relationships. The pressures to maintain appearances, uphold family values, and meet personal aspirations can sometimes create tensions that simmer just beneath the surface. It's in this setting, amid everyday struggles and triumphs, that we find the story of Rayshah Heard and Justin Renee Lewis. Rayshah Heard was a vibrant 31-year-old woman, known for her infectious smile and loving nature. She was a devoted mother to 2 children, whose worlds revolved around her warmth and care. Friends and family describe her as the life of any gathering, someone who brought joy and light into the lives of those around her. She was committed to building a nurturing environment for her children, prioritizing their well-being above all else. Rayshah's relationship with Justin Renee Lewis, however, was complicated. Justin, a rapper known by his stage name Mad Music Cali, had a charismatic presence but was also marked by a troubled past. Their relationship began with promise and affection but soon became fraught with challenges. Friends recall moments of happiness overshadowed by Justin's volatile behavior, which often left Rayshah feeling trapped and isolated. The couple shared a history that included not just love and laughter but also disagreements and discord. Justin's insistence on controlling aspects of Rayshah's life, coupled with his reluctance to embrace the responsibilities of parenthood, created a strain that was hard to ignore. This tension was further exacerbated by Rayshah's decision to end the relationship following repeated instances of abuse, a brave step that ultimately led to the tragic events that unfolded. Rayshah's decision to keep her second pregnancy, despite Justin's objections, marked a turning point in their relationship. For Rayshah, this was a declaration of independence, a move to reclaim her life and future on her own terms. For Justin, however, it was seen as an act of betrayal, one that he could not accept. This clash of wills set the stage for the dramatic and devastating turn of events that would follow. As we delve deeper into their story, we uncover the layers of complexity that define many relationships today. Rayshah and Justin's story is not just about 2 individuals but about the societal pressures and personal choices that can lead to such heartbreaking outcomes. Through understanding their experiences, we aim to shed light on the broader issues facing countless others who find themselves in similar situations. So I will implore you to like and share this video. You might be saving a life from domestic violence. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, thank you. The day began like any other for Rayshah Heard, filled with the usual tasks and routines that defined her life as a dedicated mother and daughter. It was October 11th, a date that would forever be etched in the memories of those who knew her. Rayshah arrived at her parents' home on Kelly Chapel Road, a familiar haven where she often found comfort and support amidst her challenging personal life. Her visits were frequent. Her parents' home was a sanctuary where she could momentarily escape the pressures of her relationship with Justin Renee Lewis. On this particular day, she was carrying groceries, preparing to stock the kitchen with food for her family. It was a task she did with love, each item carefully chosen with her children in mind. As Rayshah moved back and forth between her car and the house, her mind was likely occupied with thoughts of her children and her future. She was pregnant again, a new life growing within her, a testament to her hope and resilience despite the difficulties she faced with Justin. This pregnancy, however, was a source of tension. Justin had made it clear that he did not want another child and had pressured Rayshah to terminate the pregnancy, a suggestion she refused to entertain. Justin, meanwhile, was consumed by a whirlwind of emotions. His relationship with Rayshah had deteriorated over time, moving from affection to hostility as disagreements about life choices widened the gap between them. Despite their past, Justin was unwilling to let go, and Rayshah's decision to end the relationship and carry the pregnancy to term felt to him like a betrayal, one he could not accept. On that fateful day, Justin appeared at the house, his presence unexpected and unwelcome. The confrontation was immediate and intense. Words exchanged between them were sharp and loaded with the weight of unresolved anger and disappointment. Rayshah, caught between fear and determination, stood her ground, but the situation quickly spiraled out of control. In a moment of tragic violence, Justin pulled out a gun and fired multiple times. Rayshaw was struck down, her life ending in a violent act that shocked the quiet neighborhood. The sound of gunfire shattered the calm of the day, leaving devastation in its wake. Neighbors and family members rushed to the scene, their cries of anguish mingling with the dreadful realization of what had just occurred. As the reality of his actions set in, Justin did something that baffled many. Instead of fleeing or showing remorse, he turned to social media. His posts were cold and detached, a stark contrast to the gravity of his crime. He seemed to taunt those who mourned Rayshaw, his lack of empathy and understanding evident in every word he shared online. It was as if he sought validation or notoriety, a chilling reminder of his disconnect from the enormity of his actions. Rayshaw's family and friends were left grappling with an unimaginable loss. Her children, particularly her son who had witnessed the horrific scene, faced a future without the loving presence of their mother. The community, too, was in shock, struggling to come to terms with how a relationship that once held so much promise could end in such tragedy. Through this narrative, we see how the incident was not just a singular act of violence but the culmination of a series of choices and circumstances that spiraled beyond control. It serves as a poignant reminder of the importance of recognizing the signs of domestic turmoil and the need for supportive interventions. Rayshaw's story, though tragic, is a call to action for greater awareness and prevention efforts in the fight against domestic violence. In light of this tragic story, we turn to you, our viewers, for your thoughts and insights. Considering the circumstances that led to Rayshaw Hurd's untimely death, we ask, what steps do you believe communities and individuals can take to better recognize and address the warning signs of domestic violence before they escalate to such devastating outcomes? Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and let's engage in a meaningful conversation about how we can work together to prevent future tragedies and support those in vulnerable situations. Your voice matters in this ongoing dialogue for change and awareness. Following the tragic incident, the DeKalb County Police launched a comprehensive investigation to unravel the events leading up to Rayshaw Hurd's murder. The scene was swiftly secured, with investigators meticulously gathering evidence to piece together the narrative of that fateful day. Forensic teams collected physical evidence, such as shell casings and fingerprints, while detectives combed through Rayshaw's and Justin's digital footprints, including text messages, emails, and social media activity. Interviews with family, friends, and neighbors provided crucial insights. Many of Rayshaw's close associates spoke of a relationship fraught with tension and fear. The pressure Justin placed on Rayshaw to terminate her pregnancy emerged as a primary motive, highlighting the deep-seated conflicts between the couple. This insistence, coupled with Justin's history of controlling behavior, painted a picture of a man desperate to regain control over a situation spiraling beyond his grasp. The investigation also unearthed previous incidents where Justin had exhibited violent tendencies. Rayshaw had confided in friends about prior threats and attempts on her life, but these incidents had gone unreported to the authorities. This pattern of escalating violence was a critical element in understanding Justin's psyche and the eventual tragic outcome. To gain a deeper understanding of the psychological dynamics at play, the investigation included consultations with criminologists and psychologists specializing in domestic violence. These experts provided valuable insights into the mindset of perpetrators like Justin Renee Lewis, who often exhibit a mix of possessiveness, insecurity, and an inability to manage emotional conflicts healthily. Criminologists noted that such individuals might resort to violence as a means of asserting control when they feel it slipping away. In Justin's case, the pregnancy represented a significant shift in power dynamics, challenging his authority and deepening his sense of inadequacy. This, coupled with societal pressures and personal insecurities, likely fueled his violent response. Psychologists further elaborated on the impact of unresolved conflicts in relationships. Persistent issues, like those faced by Rayshaw and Justin, can escalate if not addressed through communication or intervention. When individuals lack the tools to manage such conflicts constructively, it can lead to catastrophic outcomes, as evidenced in this case. These expert opinions shed light on the broader patterns that often characterize domestic violence cases. They emphasize the importance of early intervention, supportive community resources, and open communication channels to help individuals in troubled relationships seek assistance before situations become irreparable. The findings of the investigation, combined with expert analyses, underscore the complexity of domestic violence and the multifaceted approach needed to address it. They serve as a stark reminder of the urgent need for awareness, education, and systemic change to protect those at risk and prevent similar tragedies in the future. The aftermath of Raisha Hurd's tragic death left a profound void in the lives of those who knew and loved her. Her family, especially her parents and children, were thrust into a world of grief and bewilderment. Raisha's children, in particular, faced a future without the guiding light of their mother's love and care. The loss was not just of a life, but of all the potential and dreams that Raisha carried with her. Her parents, who had always been pillars of support, found themselves struggling with a devastating reality. Their home, once filled with laughter and warmth during Raisha's visits, now echoed with memories and the unbearable silence of her absence. Friends and family gathered around them, sharing stories of Raisha's kindness, her infectious smile, and her unwavering dedication to her children. These stories painted a vivid picture of a woman who touched many lives, leaving behind a legacy of love and resilience. The ripple effect extended beyond Raisha's immediate circle. The entire community of DeKalb County felt the impact of her death. Vigils were held, candles lit in her memory, as neighbors and strangers alike came together to mourn and support her family. Raisha's story became a rallying cry for change, a symbol of the urgent need to address domestic violence and protect those at risk. In the wake of such a tragedy, pressing moral and ethical questions come to the forefront. Raisha's death highlights glaring issues in the legal protections available for victims of domestic violence. Many in the community and beyond questioned whether more could have been done to prevent this heartbreaking outcome. Could earlier intervention or stricter enforcement of protective measures have saved Raisha? These are questions that haunt not only her family but society at large. The case also raises broader societal responsibilities. What role should communities play in recognizing and responding to signs of domestic violence? How can we cultivate an environment where victims feel safe to speak out and seek help without fear of stigma or retaliation? These questions demand serious consideration and action. Moreover, Raisha's story challenges us to reflect on the broader cultural narratives surrounding relationships and power dynamics. It calls for a re-evaluation of how we educate individuals about healthy relationships and conflict resolution from an early age, emphasizing respect, empathy, and communication as foundational values. As we ponder these important questions, Raisha Hurd's story serves as a poignant reminder of the human cost of inaction and the profound need for systemic change. Her legacy urges us to push for better laws, more comprehensive support systems, and a cultural shift toward zero tolerance for domestic violence. This is not just a story of loss, it is a call to action, imploring us to ensure that no more lives are lost to such senseless acts of violence. Following the tragic events that led to Raisha Hurd's death, law enforcement swiftly moved to apprehend Justin Rene Lewis. His arrest marked the beginning of a legal process aimed at bringing justice for Raisha and her family. The charges against Justin were severe, reflecting the gravity of his actions. He was charged with malice murder, a serious offense under U.S. law that indicates an intentional and premeditated act of killing. Malice murder, in the state of Georgia, carries significant penalties, including the possibility of life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. The legal system views such acts with utmost severity, ensuring that perpetrators face the full weight of justice. Additionally, Justin faced charges related to possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, which further compounded the legal repercussions he would endure. As the legal proceedings unfolded, the community watched closely, hoping for a resolution that would honor Raisha's memory and serve as a deterrent against future acts of domestic violence. The trial was not just about assigning guilt but also about acknowledging the loss suffered by Raisha's family and the community's collective grief. The case of Raisha Hurd and Justin Renee Lewis is more than a tragic story of love turned violent. It is a powerful reminder of the critical need to recognize and address the signs of abuse early. Raisha's death emphasizes the importance of vigilance, not just by the victims themselves, but by friends, family, and the broader community. It underscores the necessity for open conversations about domestic violence and the establishment of support networks that empower individuals to seek help. Communities play a pivotal role in prevention. By fostering environments where victims feel safe to speak out and where bystanders are encouraged to act, we can create a society that is more attuned to the warning signs of abuse. This means prioritizing education and awareness initiatives, providing accessible resources for those in need, and advocating for stronger legal protections to ensure the safety and well-being of all individuals. Reflecting on Raisha's story, we are reminded of the broader implications of domestic violence cases. They challenge us to reevaluate societal norms and to push for systemic changes that prioritize the safety of vulnerable individuals. Raisha's legacy is one of hope and action, urging us to continue the fight for justice and to work towards a future where no one else becomes a victim of such senseless violence. While the legal outcomes seek to deliver justice, the true resolution lies in the lasting change we can effect as a society. By coming together, learning from these tragedies, and taking proactive steps, we can honor Raisha's memory and strive towards a world where love and safety prevail over fear and violence. As we conclude this heart-wrenching journey through the story of Raisha Hurd, we turn to you, our valued viewers, to join the conversation. Your voices are essential in shaping the dialogue around domestic violence and prevention. We invite you to share your perspectives in the comments section below. How can we, as a community, better support individuals in similar situations? What actions can we take to prevent future tragedies, and how can we ensure that victims feel safe and empowered to seek help? Your insights and experiences are invaluable in driving change and raising awareness. By engaging in this discussion, you contribute to a collective effort to make our communities safer and more supportive for everyone. If you found this story compelling and believe in the importance of bringing these issues to light, please like this video, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to our channel, True Crime Tales HQ. By doing so, you help us reach a wider audience and continue our mission to explore true crime stories with depth, sensitivity, and a focus on the human element. Thank you for being part of this crucial conversation and for supporting our work at True Crime Tales HQ. Together, let's strive for a future where stories like Raisha's are no longer a reality but a reminder of the change we have accomplished.